Hi and welcome to today's show. This exclusive programme is brought to you by ChelseaFan12.com.
And tonight, Chelsea beat PAOK 4-0 to win Group L of the Europa League.
So here we are outside Stamford Bridge and a very easy victory tonight. It was 4-0. I'm here with Chopper Harris and Gary Chivers. We've not seen much in the Europa League this season from the opponents, have we, Ron? They've all been very easy.
Well, I think tonight's game was like a stroll in the park. I don't think it helped the away side when the fella got sent off after 6 or 7 minutes, but I think there's a vast difference between the two sides. And bearing in mind, a lot of the Chelsea players that played tonight like a fringe player, so I think if Eden Hazard and one or two others would have been playing, he could have finished up 7 or 8.
So many changes from the weekend at Wembley, but today it wasn't noticeable, was it? They played pretty quick as well, which is what we've been missing recently. But passing here and there, just too good for the opponents.
Yeah, I mean, you have to say at Wembley on Saturday, we just didn't get going, you know. But the boys who come in tonight, they played well. And like you said, they did pass it a lot quicker, and that's what we need to do. We need to move teams around, and we didn't do it against the Spurs, but we certainly done it tonight. And that's what we need to do. We need to start passing the ball, because the quicker you pass it to someone, it gives more time for that other player on the ball. But we did what we had to do tonight. Obviously, the sending off. Ronnie's mentioned the sending off, and it was a sending off. He had to go, but that's the game. That was the game dead and gone, really.
Nice to see some youngsters involved. We weren't sure if Hudson-Odoi would come on as a substitute, but he started and played all 90 minutes. Got his first goal for Chelsea, which he was delighted with, and so were the fans, really.
Well, I think that some of the fans are eager to see some of the younger players given a chance, and it's up to one or two younger players to take the opportunity and grab hold of it. And I think, irrespective of the opposition, I think some of them have performed very well. When you look at the fella Ampadu, he's a Welsh international, yet he can't get in the squad.
You always said you've got about 5 or 6 games in this team to prove yourself. Hudson-Odoi has probably played 2 or 3 full games with substitute, etc. But he's always done well, hasn't he?
He always does well. He's very, very good on the ball. He's pacey, he's strong, and when you give it to the ball, he's not frightened to take people on. And I thought he took his goal. well, but I thought the goalkeeper was really poor. You don't get beaten on the near post.
But that was a hazard kind of goal, wasn't it? The goalkeeper thinking he's going to go far side, and he nicks it in the near. So that's what Hazard does. He's learned it off the maestro.
Well, you could say it. I just thought that was poor goalkeeping, Ron, didn't you?
A goalkeeper can't anticipate where he thinks he's going, because at the end of the day, I'm sure Chivs will tell you, the law is that if a goalkeeper's beaten at the near post, it's because the goalkeeper's made a mistake, and that's what's happened tonight.
Yeah. You mentioned Ampadu, who came on for Zappacosta. He's played every position I've seen. He's played centre half, he played midfield. Tonight he played right back. He seems very, very good, doesn't he?
He's just comfortable on the ball, wherever you play him. And an amazing thing for someone of that age, and you've got to bear in mind he's only 18 years of age, or 19 years of age. He wants the ball all the time, and when he gets it, he's good on it. He moves it quickly, he knows exactly what he's doing with it, and he looks confident. He uses class, by the way.
He looked like he learnt from you, because he left a player in a heap on the ground. He just looked at him and walked off, and was like, there you go, mate.
Well, he might have looked to me, but the big difference is that when I'd done it, the fella never got up.
Or walks again.
Some of them are still down on the ground as we speak, still trying to get up.
No, as I say, I think that the players that are on the verge, especially the younger ones, irrespective of the opposition, have done very well tonight. And I'm sure a lot of the supporters would be pleased if they was to be given regular opportunities.
Loftus-Cheek, another one that came in and didn't look out of place, did he?
No, he never looks out of place. He's an international class player, Loftus-Cheek, and in I would say 16 of the teams or 15 of the teams in the Premiership, he'd get a regular game. It's just that this Chelsea team, have got world-class players in every single position.
I think it's going to hot up round here in a couple of minutes' time. I think they're going to let the away fans out because they're doing the old tradition of keeping them in for a half an hour or so. But once they come out, I think you two better leg it.
Right. We'll be legging it.
We'll
be
see
legging
you on
it.
Sunday, Chivs, isn't it? We're here.
I'd like to see Gary legging it down the street.
That'd be the quickest he's run, I tell you.
It's a short week again. We come back on Sunday, London derby. It's not the biggest of our opponents, is it, Fulham? But the local ones, aren't they?
Which is good.
We're down to Finborough Arms, so you can meet us down there after the game. Yeah. It's a 12 o'clock kick-off, isn't it? So half two we'll be there. Finborough Arms. It's only a couple of minutes down the road. And we're going to give away a signed shirt. Ron's got a Chelsea shirt from 1970, the cup final, when he was the proud captain of that Chelsea team. And we'll be giving that signed shirt away on Sunday. So come along to the Finborough Arms and you can win that courtesy of Ron and ChelseaFan12.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the video podcast as well. That little button down there will help you do that. All in all, we've won the group, we qualified. The first game in the next round is away from home, so the second game will be at home, so we've got home advantage for the return leg. That's how it works when you win the group. So there was a little bit of something to work for tonight, wasn't there?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what other teams come in. Will Arsenal drop down into the group? Will Tottenham be in our group? Will they stay in the Champions League, or would they come into the Europa League? So you've got that added on and a few more games.
We can't play them in the next round. You can't play against your own country. But there's possibilities of Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool being in there, and Tottenham. So there's quite a few, and Celtic could get in there as well. So there could be 4 or 5 British teams in the Europa League. We'll have a stranglehold. You could have those old Chelsea-Liverpool games again. That'd be nice, wouldn't they?
Would be. Yeah, it would be. We've had a few endeavours with them, Chivs.
Yeah.
Final word, who starts at centre forward now on Sunday? Giroud scored 2, he scored at Wembley.
I think Morata will start.
After all that, what a link.
Yeah. Well, I've got a sneaking feeling for Giroud. I think Giroud might start. I think he looked sharp today, took his goals well. I think Giroud. But Morata, what's he done with his hair?
Well, perhaps he thinks it's because he's not been scoring goals, he's changing the hairstyle, Chivs, and
Hercules, is it Hercules?
Hopefully it'll change his luck.
Yeah.
We hope so. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you again on Sunday here for the next instalment. We'll see you then. Okay. Bye, everybody. He's gone.
Visit the ChelseaFan12.com website today to keep up with all the latest Chelsea news and statistics. It's also the place to find signed shirts, photos and works of art featuring past and present legends. Sign up for free now at ChelseaFan12.com. For the fans.
I thought he done ever so well today.
And when we check out, we just make it easy for teams to defend against us. Is that why you sent them home, because you weren't out with them? And I'm not being funny. Have you got a bush chucker troll coming up or anything like that?